Hello guys, welcome to Denzi TV. This is a public service channel providing you with important updates and information related to current events and domestic travel requirements. Please subscribe to this channel if you need such information and don't forget to hit the notification bell and select all so you can receive all the updates as they come and you won't miss anything. In this video, we are going to discuss the travel document requirements for all passengers from different airlines going to Cebu City. The goal of this video is to examine all the requirements posted by different airlines such as Cebu Pacific Air, Philippine Airlines, and AirAsia. So through this video, you will see kung merong differences or similarities yung mga requirements ng different airlines para sa mga passengers going to Cebu City. And with that data, you can make an informed decision which airline to take para mas smooth yung travel mo from your origin to Cebu City. Let's discuss first the locally stranded individuals travel document requirements. Para sa mga LSI, ito yung mga taong na-stranded or na-stuck sa kanilang current location and gusto na nilang bumalik at umuwi sa kanilang tahanan sa Cebu City. So, sa Cebu Pacific Air, ito yung mga requirements. Mandatory for all inbound passengers ng Cebu Pacific na meron kayong S-Pass. Okay, so meron kayong yung travel coordination permit or travel pass-through permit na binibigay ng S-Pass registration ninyo. So, please, before your trip or travel, please register through S-Pass. Nandyan po ang URL or website. Okay? Bago kayo magpabook ng flight ninyo, kailangan meron na kayong travel permit. And of course, for LSIs, kailangan nyo ng negative RT-PCR swab test result conducted within 72 hours before arrival in a DOH-accredited molecular lab. So, 72 hours before arrival. So, dapat within the 72 hours ang arrival mo sa Cebu City na validity ng iyong RT-PCR swab test result. So, swab test po ang sinabi na RT-PCR test. Okay? Let's go naman sa requirement ng Philippine Airlines. For LSIs, you need to also show an RT-PCR negative result. Test must have been taken 3 days from the date of arrival. Date of travel, I mean. 3 days from the date of travel. Okay, so within 3 days pa rin, so 72 hours. Dapat valid pa rin yung RT-PCR negative result. Hindi naman sinabi kung swab or saliva, pero sa tingin ko swab test pa rin to eh. Just to make sure. Okay? And of course, S-Pass. Okay? Yun pa rin dapat. So, dapat may S-Pass pa rin kayo. And lastly, sa AirAsia, negative RT-PCR test taken within 72 hours pa rin before departure and S-Pass. So, we can see na sa LSI, pareho lang yung requirement ng tatlong airlines. Punta naman tayo sa requirements ng government APOR, yung mga government employees na mayroong official business or transaction sa Cebu City. Again, S-Pass is required for all travelers to Cebu City via Cebu Pacific Air. Valid ID and mission or travel order issued by the head of your government agency. Yan, for government APOR. Para naman sa Philippine Airlines, ito naman yung requirement. Okay, dalawa lang yung requirement dito. Hindi ko alam kung bakit walang S-Pass na nilagay yung Philippine Airlines sa kanilang instructions or sa listahan nila. Pero sa tingin ko may S-Pass talaga eh. So, kahit na din nilagay yan, still I will recommend na may S-Pass pa rin. Merong travel coordination permit pa rin ang bawat isa na papasok sa Cebu City kasi nakita ko sa news na si Mayor, sino ba yun? Mayor nila. So, si Mayor ng Cebu City ay nagre-require talaga ng S-Pass. So, kailangan, kahit din nilista yan, ilagay nyo pa rin. And lastly, AirAsia, pareho lang din sa Cebu Pacific Air, Mission Travel Order, Government Agency ID, and the Travel Coordination Permit or Travel Pass-Through Permit via SPAS. Let's discuss naman the private APOR. Ito yung mga private employees or workers na pupunta ng Cebu City for official business or work. Ano ang requirement? Negative RT-PCR test, result, and SPAS. Philippine Airlines, negative RT-PCR test result, and SPAS. Okay, pareho lang. And for AirAsia, marami. Okay, marami sa AirAsia. We have the negative RT-PCR test result, SPAS, work or travel order from company indicating purpose of travel. Sa mga nagtatanong, ano yung travel order? Saan kukunin? Sa inyong company mismo. Company ID, travel itinerary, round-trip tickets, and confirmed booking of accommodation. So, medyo marami po ang requirements sa AirAsia. So, of course, we don't want more hassle. So, gusto natin yung maliit lang na requirements, konti lang. So, I recommend Cebu Pacific Air and Philippine Airlines for private APORs going to Cebu City. Para naman sa mga returning overseas Filipinos, or I think included dito yung overseas Filipino workers, Cebu Pacific Air requirements, quarantine certificate by the Bureau of Quarantine, stating completion of a 14-day quarantine, negative RT-PCR swab test result, valid ID, and SPAS. Philippine Airlines requirements, konti lang din, pagpal, no? RT-PCR negative result, Bureau of Quarantine Certificate, and valid ID. Again, hindi naman minention dito yung SPAS, pero feeling ko may SPAS pa rin to. Okay, so i-prepare nyo na lang po. Huwag na lang po tayong maging sigurista na lang po tayo, i-prepare na lang natin, kahit di minention. And sa AirAsia naman, yun, negative RT-PCR test, Bureau of Quarantine Certificate, valid ID. Meron ditong additional na instruction, required to coordinate with OWA or DFA prior to their arrival in Cebu City, and the SPAS. So take note po sa mga requirements. Okay, for tourist and non-essential travel, ito naman po ang mga requirements from Cebu Pacific Air. A negative RT-PCR swab test result and SPAS. For Philippine Airlines, negative RT-PCR test result and SPAS. Okay, so pareho lang. For AirAsia, wala pong sinabi. So no data. Okay, so I don't know bakit wala. I don't know if they don't have requirements or they don't accept tourists. Hindi ko po alam. So para sigurado tayo, if you are tourist, better choose Cebu Pac or Philippine Airlines. So other reminders for passengers of Cebu Pacific Air, if you are a returning overseas Filipino coming from Manila, so all Manila ROFs will be required to undergo an RT-PCR test in Cebu City upon arrival, followed by a 14-day home quarantine. Hindi po sinabi kung libre ito. Okay, so malamang hindi. So better prepare extra money for this. All arriving guests are advised to get in touch with local government unit of their destination in Cebu for assistance, protocols, and specific requirements. So lahat ng darating, please get in touch with your local government units. That is according to Cebu Pacific Air. For Philippine Airlines naman, ang mga reminders, so for passengers coming from LGU with no RT-PCR test center, so kailangan meron kayong certification from the LGU stating that walang test na available, and dapat mag-sign ka ng memorandum of undertaking that you will undergo the test upon arrival. Okay. And sa AirAsia naman, yun lang na hindi tatanggapin yung mga non-essential coming from NCR, Cavite, Bulacan, Laguna, and Rizal from March 22 to April 4, 2021. So yan po ang mga other reminders from these different airlines. So kung saan po kayo sasakay, Please take note of these requirements and make an informed decision. At yan po ang mga travel document requirements for different sets of people going to Cebu City coming from different airlines. So kung medyo naguluhan kayo sa mga requirements, you can always go back, no? Bumalik kayo dun sa part ng video na in-explain yon. You can pause the video and take note of those requirements para din yung malimutan. Thank you so much for watching the video. This has been Denzi TV at your service. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you will receive all the updates as they come. Thank you so much po and have a nice day.